they revealed the art for this, and within like the first couple of hours of revealing the art, there was already fan art of it. Like, people have been looking forward to this archetype being released to see what it actually does for a long time. Me included. I want to see what all the hype is about. Like, if these cards are garbage after all of the hype they've had, this is going to be hilarious. But if they're good, then cool, another good waifu deck. When does it come out? I have no idea. Alright, so I'm reading them for the first time. Hopefully they're good. We have Shirogane no Shiro no Labyrinth. Labyrinth of the Silver Palace. It's a level 8 Dark Fiend, 2900 attack. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. Your opponent cannot activate monster effects in response to the activation of your normal trap cards. What? So your trap cards can't be negated? Another good waifu deck. There's other ones? Yeah, there's Dragon Maids and Sky Strikers. And thanks for the gifted sub, Admin Moondog. Dark Fiend, so original. I know, right? You can target one normal trap card in your graveyard, set it to your field, but it cannot be activated unless you control a fiend monster. If a monster leaves the field by your normal trap effects, you can destroy one card your opponent controls or one random card in their hand. Oh my god, this is good. Oh, whoa. Notably, it doesn't have an effect that lets you activate the trap card you set during the turn you use it. Labyrinth of the Silver Princess sounds like a reference to the classic D&D venture Palace of the Silver Princess. I've never heard of that. And I run a D&D channel. Am I a bad D&D'er? But holy hell, this card's good. It gives your trap spell speed 4 protection. It lets you set a normal trap in your graveyard to your field. And if a normal trap card you control causes a monster to leave the field, which means Paleozoic Dynamiscus or Compulsory Evacuation Device, you could destroy another card or a random card in their hand. That part is probably the most important part here. Because, like, this effect right here is nice, but this one is better. Mr. Lag, my streams is locked. There's no lag. What the hell are you guys talking about? Both OBS and Twitch say that the stream is going fine. Alright, so the first waifu card is good. This next one doesn't look like a waifu card. Labyrinth Daemon, or Labyrinth Archfiend. I guess Daemon is Archfiend. It's a level 7, low stats. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If a trap card is activated, special summon this card from your hand. Ooh. If this card is special summoned, you can set one normal trap card that activates only when an attack is declared directly from your deck to your field. Mirror Force. Gains 400 attack for each normal trap card with different names in your graveyard. Monsters your opponent controls can't target machine monsters you control for attacks except this card. Oh, that's pretty good. The thing that makes this the best is the fact that it special summons itself from the hand, which is usually kind of necessary for cards to see play. Alright, let's see the next card. We have Labyrinth Servants Ariana. It's a level 4. Oh, that's pretty high defense for a level 4 monster and 1600 attack. These stats are kind of high. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn, only once that turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add a Labyrinth card from your deck to your hand, except this card. It's Stratos. If a monster leaves the field by a normal trap card's effect, you can draw one card. Then you can special summon one fiend monster or set one spell or trap card from your hand. That's good. You can draw a card if a normal trap card makes something leave the field and special summon a card from your hand. Next up, we have Labyrinth Chandra. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. Quick effect, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Discard one card, set one Labyrinth spell or trap from your hand or deck to your field. We haven't seen any of the Labyrinth spell or traps yet. If a monster leaves the field by normal trap effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. Whoa. So they pop up if they have cards that make your opponent's monsters leave the field. Does this archetype blend well with Eldritch? Yeah, probably. Labyrinth Stovy. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. Quick effect. You can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, discard one card, and discard one card, set one Labyrinth spell trap from your hand or deck to your field. Okay. A -2 to search out one Labyrinth spell trap? That doesn't sound very good. Not a -2, a -1. If a monster leaves the field by your normal trap card effect while this card's in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. That offsets the -1. Okay, sure. So Labyrinth Wall will be good now? Heck no. F, it is my Wi-Fi. Sorry, logs. Yeah, it has to be because all my other stuff says that everything's excellent. Labyrinth Kucock. Level 1 Dark Fiend, 0 attack and defense. You can only use the first effect of this card, first and second once per turn. Quick effect, you can discard this card this turn. While you control a Labyrinth monster, you can activate one normal trap card the turn it is set. Only one? If you send a card from your hand to the graveyard to activate a Labyrinth card's effect, except Labyrinth Kucock or a normal trap card while this card is in your graveyard, you can either add this card to your hand or special summon it. That can offset the cost of Paleozoic Dynamiscus or Raigeki Break. Cuckoo plus Clock. Oh, okay, so that's what it is. Cuckoo plus Clock. Yeah, they're probably going to change the name if it gets localized in English. Labrynth. Is it literally just Labyrinth? Field spell card. This is probably going to be a banger. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If you activate a set Welcome Labyrinth normal trap card, you can add this additional effect to its effect. Destroy one card on the field. Holy hell. If you activate a non-Labyrinth normal trap card, you can special summon one fiend monster from your hand or graveyard. That's good. This is a good field spell card. It doesn't seem that much waifu-centric. Yeah, it seems like there's only just the one waifu card. Labyrinth Setting, quick play spell card. You can only activate one of this card's name per turn. Target 2 of your Labyrinth spell traps that are banished and or in your graveyard, except this card. Shuffle them into the deck. Then if you control a fiend monster, you can set one non-Labyrinth normal traps from different names from each other directly from your deck equal to the number of cards shuffled. So shuffle 2 cards in order to set 2 normal traps with different names from your deck. That's good. That's a +1. Welcome Labyrinth. It does require setup though. Ooh, finally a normal trap. This is what the whole deck has been about. Welcome Labyrinth. Hey, look at someone walking into a house. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. Number 1, special summon one Labyrinth monster from your deck, but you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck, or extra deck until the end of the next turn after this card resolves, except fiend monsters. If a monster leaves the field by a normal trap card's effect while this card is in your graveyard, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can set this card to your field, and it doesn't banish itself when it leaves the field, so it's like Titanocider. Oh, this is really good. What is this new archetype? Labyrinth. So basically, with the field spell card out, it also gains a Raigeki Break effect, and it summons from the deck, which is the best place to summon from, and it resets itself every turn. That's amazing. This is really good. Whoa. This Labyrinth is misspelled, so I think it misses Labyrinth Wall. Yeah, this Labyrinth is misspelled, because like their field spell card is literally Labyrinth, and then Labyrinth spelled correctly. Alright, next up, we have Farewell Labyrinth. Welcome Labyrinth. Oh, so they all have Welcome Labyrinth in their name. When a monster declares an attack, if you control a fiend monster, target one card in the field, negate the attack, and if you do, destroy that target. Then you can set one non-Labyrinth normal trap card from your hand or deck to your field. Okay. I was going to say, this card sucks until I saw that last part, because it's basically a worse Mirror Force. But instead, it's a Sakuretsu armor that also searches. Not half bad. Labyrinth Barrage. When you activate a set normal trap card except Labyrinth Barrage, your opponent takes no further damage from your card effects until the end of the next turn after this card resolves. Also, this card's effect becomes that normal trap card's effect when that card is activated. Wait, when you activate a normal trap card except this card, your opponent takes no further damage, and also this card's effect becomes so it copies the effect of the card. So all it does is just copy the effect of a normal trap card. Can this copy Waking the Dragon? That's what I want to know. So 2 times the trap. Yeah, like if they Mirror Force, do you get like 2 Mirror Forces? Serial Spell is better? Probably. Wait, it doesn't have to target to negate the opponent's effect? Nope, doesn't target to negate. It targets to destroy, and it doesn't have to destroy the target that attacked. Copying the effect of a normal trap card. Any normal trap card. This has the potential to be really good. It looks like they thought of that beforehand, because they added that really harsh restriction where your opponent can't take any damage for the rest of the turn. But does it work with Waking the Dragon? That's what I want to know. You can't copy Waking the Dragon because it's a floating effect? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It does say an activated effect, and you don't really activate Waking the Dragon. 2 Jar of Greeds. Double Magic Cylinder? I mean, I guess. Not battle damage, just effect damage. Your opponent takes no further damage from your card effects until the end of the next turn. Okay, I guess it is just card effects. Daemon, of course they're reprinting Compulsory Evacuation Device. That card works so well with all this whole archetype. I even said that earlier. You saw me. I mentioned Compulse earlier. Next up, we have Daemon Glitch, Archfiend Glitch. If you control a fiend monster, target one card in the field, destroy it. Then you can send one fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard. Technically a good effect, but I don't know if it's strong enough. I still think the first one is probably the best. And the 1/2 copy is a really potentially broken card, or probably won't do anything. Okay. The Labyrinth spells. Okay, they're not half bad. I wonder if they're strong enough to see competitive play, though.